It is I, the Green Robbie of Meta, and today we're going to talk about the fun, fantastic results of the ARG that happened this past weekend, and analyze the metagame based on that event, and just, well, what's going on in today's day and age in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before Sky Strikers come out. This might not seem like a very interesting video to a lot of you, but this video will be shaping a lot of the future metagame, along with Sky Strikers. But let's dig into this, shall we? I look like I barfed on myself. ARG Hartford was this past weekend, and a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's an ARG, I don't care, Robbie. Well, it was under new format, and I wanted to talk about this was like the first large-scale event that we had underneath the groundwork for this, and I think it's important to kind of look at the results of this and kind of analyze things. So first off, Gouki won the event. What a fucking shocker. I believe it was Furman piloting, I think going second Gouki. I do know there was going second Gouki list, and it was playing 3 evenly matched or something like that. There's also another really weird build that was like playing Hero Lives and shit like that. Gouki, or Gouki combo, or whatever, combo Gouki, whatever kind of gumball control you're trying to play. The deck is a massive powerhouse that generates literally the best free advantage ever. It literally just took the Nightmare Engine to tip the scales for this particular deck to grow and literally break the metagame. And I think, for the most part, that the whole deck's combo, it's literal bullshit. The deck can brick, yes, absolutely, but the boards that it generates and so forth is really interesting. And I honestly think the going, literally, you guys know how the metagame works, right? If you can develop a going second deck to be able to break a board and make your own board off of it, then you, yourself, will have the most success in the metagame. And it was what, Indie Regional this weekend? And even pre-ban list, with Draco and Pendulum running around, Gouki combo was absolutely destroying that event. So, definitely, like, if you've removed 2 decks that even had a chance to fight against it, and this massive powerhouse enters the field, well, yeah, it's definitely projected to be the best deck. Even with Sky Strikers, remember, Hornet Bit or Hornet Drone actually makes a warrior token, and you know what that means. Yeah, buckle up. It's about to get a lot worse. Second place at the ARG this weekend was actually Trickstars. Now, Trickstars still have triple reincarnation. They still have the same bullshit loops that they've had going for them since, well, forever. I saw somebody joking on Zodiac. They're like, oh my god, an emergency ban list, Trickster Reincarnation to 1. I don't think, as of this moment, Reincarnation should be hit, but it doesn't need to be hit. It's more or less one of those, Root Crying, Castrol, and Lockbird, and Reincarnation are both massively degenerate cards, hand in hand with each other. But at the end of the day, just part of the unfortunate downside, now with a lot more people steering towards Droll and Lockbird as a potential stop to these combo plays. I mean, you resolve Droll and Lockbird on Gouki, well, Gouki's like, what do I do? It's one of those situations that you're already playing a really good card leading into another really good card. So it puts you in a situation that you should already be winning if that Droll and Lockbird resolves. Now, there are some times that you resolve Droll and Lockbird against Gouki, where it's not enough to stop them, or you can't OTK them. To be fair, Trickstar don't really have much of an OTK engine going for them. Besides, Licorice, Reincarnation, Power Go. It's just kind of one of those, the deck's got disruption going for it, the deck's got a lot of hand traps. There's no reason why it shouldn't be, one of the best decks in the format. And it's kind of there as a rogue meta choice. Can't even really say it's a rogue meta choice because it's Trickstars, but every Trickstar player in the world is super happy that nothing happened to their deck, so kudos to you, still get to play Reincarnation. I think that deck is about as stupid as literally any of the other decks in the metagame, to be honest with you, but it's Trickstars. The second most represented deck at this event was Altergeist. Now, this should come as no surprise to you. This deck's literal Mellow Seek grab multi-figure. I always give Altergeist a lot of shit They're a stun deck. Absolutely they are. Also, we have slightly different rulings on certain cards in the TCG as opposed to the OCG. So we can't exactly do a lot of the fun combo shit that the OCG can do with the deck. Now, doesn't make the deck bad. Protocol, Multi-Faker, Siliguidos Effect, Bounce, yeah. It's one hell of a ride. Marionette or Normal Summon, activate or set your trap card, yeah. Plus the deck, I think, has OTKs now built into it. I know there was the 7,900 damage combo on top of, I'm pretty sure that there was a couple of other combos going around. I think I heard somebody mention that there was an OTK with the deck now, above the 7,900 combo, so I don't know if anything else has kind of come out of it, but you're playing a rather stun-based deck that in a meta where you pretty much want to go first with the deck, because if Gouki combo goes off on you, your Normal Summon Mellow Zeke, it's not going to cut it. You know, I don't even think Karibo is even going to cut it on some of these things. You know what I mean? It's just... Shout out to water. Always making my throat feel better. I don't know. Altergeist or just Altergeist? Is it wrong? I want to say they're too damn slow for the meta at this current point in time. I love the deck. I really do. I love my stun variants, but I don't know, man. They don't seem that good. I know I praised them very highly in some other videos, which, I mean, for what they do, or we're doing against, like, Pendulum Magician, it was fine, but Pendulum Magician's dead now. The last most represented deck at the event was Spiral, and this should come as no surprise to a lot of you. This deck was, and is still going to remain, a powerhouse. Now, it's not as consistent as Gouki combo, and I've even gone so far to say that Gouki combo and Altergeist Spirals are literally the exact same fucking deck in terms of fundamentals. They both do the exact same fucking shit at the end of the sugar-coated rainbow. You make a Nightmare board and you're go. The only difference is you can end on a Kolink in Gouki, and in Spirals you end on a Sleeper. Yeah, seems pretty good, right? Literal no change between what deck A and deck B can do. It's just, I think Gouki's got a lot more starters put into the main deck, as opposed to, you know, Spiral that's just kind of like one hand trap, you're dead. I think the same thing kind of applies to Gouki at the end of the day. I think I've seen 2 hand traps put them down, but it kind of just depends. It's going to be the question you're going to be asking yourself all format. How many hand traps did my opponent open up with? Did they resolve multiple hand traps? Did Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre? Did Droll and Lockbird happen? I think a Spiral board, or Spirals underneath Droll and Lockbird, doesn't hurt as much as Gouki, because I think Spiral can still make an attempt to do something. But outside of that, I mean, both decks are still massively fragile. Remember that. When you are looking at this meta, just remember, I think the most consistent decks on this list are Altergeist and Trickstar. But on the flip side of that equation, if you're trading off consistency for massive reward, which would be Gouki and Spiral, which is the absolute truth. I mean, you sacrifice consistency for brickability, and the trade-off you get is a massive reward in terms of power. Now, the last deck that top 16'd was totally awesome artifacts. And there was no ABC, no World Chalice, no True Draco, none of these other decks. And seeing Card Demise, I don't even think I had Card Demise. I just know that Totally Awesome as a slower stun deck to disrupt the opponent. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Especially the Artifact Ninja. Being able to Sanctum out a monster to slow down the opponent for a turn. The format hasn't developed enough to be playing Chalice right now. So, unless Chalice starts to come back up in the format, Totally Awesome. It was a good rogue pick for the day. I mean, unless you wanted to play one of these 4. But outside of that, fuck it, man. Rogue choices are good. Definitely thought we would have seen a lot more ABC, or at least World Chalice, making an attempt to do something. I don't know if people just weren't feeling it, or if people just knew that Gouki was going to be probably the best meta call that you could have made going into this event, which I agree with. Oh, 100%. Gouki's probably by far the best deck on this list, besides Spiral. And, I mean, they do the same thing at the end of the day. So there's that. So what do you guys think about the ARG meta. Gouki, Altergeist, Trickstar, Spiral, and some sort of rogue variant coming in along the way. You guys shocked? I'm not. It's Yu-Gi-Oh for you. I guess at the end of the day, no matter what happens, there's always going to be some sort of degenerate pile of shit at the end of the rainbow. And no matter how much Konami tries to prevent this, the next best thing in the next set is always going to be, honestly, the next thing that players are always going to want to play or be forced to play as a ban list, you know, comes along and destroys these things. It's just interesting to see that Spiral still there. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and Barf Green Robbie out. Peace. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.